On this week's episode, top 3 consoles. And now your host, Bill and Reese.
Welcome to Gaming Buzzed, where, spoiler alert, we're gonna get drunk.
It's not really a spoiler. It's kind of like one of those things you know going in.
Yeah, no, it's kind of expected.
It's not like you see Super Troopers like, cops with superpowers.
That's the sequel that we need.
I was very misled the first time.
What's going on, guys? I'm Reese. This is Bill. And each episode, we talk to you guys about the world of gaming and a list of 3 while drinking alcohol. And this week, what are we sponsored by, Bill?
I kept it hidden from you. We did Raging Bitch.
Yeah.
And I saw this. We're going to do Tropical Bitch.
Oh, look at that.
I just saw it and went, I haven't seen that before.
I've never had that. Yeah, no.
I haven't either.
Okay.
That's why I just went, that's a different one.
Let's try it out. So for this week's episode, guys, we're going to talk about our top 3 favorite consoles. Which this is one, like, back when we, first were, talking. Cheers. Ooh, oh, yeah. Hell, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's top 3 consoles, a.k.a. Bill and Reese are feeling lazy and didn't want to put a lot of thought into this.
I mean, this was, I was going to say, this was one, when we first talked about, all right, we're going to do a list episode or show about top 3 stuff. And we were like, oh, we definitely got to do a top 3 console episode at some point. And, yeah, we didn't really get too imaginative. We're like, all right, we can just do the top 3 console episode.
I think I texted you Wednesday. I was like, so do we have a list this week? You know, just do consoles? Fuck, I don't care.
Yeah, no, it's easy to go.
I don't feel like putting a lot of thought into it this far into the week.
But first and foremost, like we said, we're drinking Tropical Bitch by the good people of Flying Dog, which these guys are in Delaware, are they not?
I believe it's somewhere.
It should. I don't know. It's from somewhere in the United States. Who knows? That's horrible that I don't know. Oh, no. Not south enough. Maryland.
Yeah.
Frederick, Maryland. But real quick, I will say, if you guys don't know, Flying Dog's label and our artwork is done by Ralph Steadman.
They're always so fucking cool.
Ralph Steadman, if you guys don't know, is the illustrator that did all the artwork for Hunter S. Thompson.
And we have that one there too.
Yeah.
They're just so fucking cool.
They even have a beer called Gonzo Porter, which Gonzo is one of the many nicknames.
That's the oyster one, isn't it?
No. Gonzo Porter's not bad. That's not the oyster one.
Okay.
They have an oyster style one. Yeah.
Oh, that's just called Pearl Necklace.
Yeah.
That one
I had a couple oyster stouts. I don't really like them at all.
I think that's what got me started on the whole I don't like stouts.
Yeah.
Was those.
I like salt is a big addition to oyster stouts, and I like a little bit of salt in certain beer brews. I was drinking it's kind of like a tequila, like a margarita style brew. It had a little bit of salt tinge to it, and it's good. The oyster stout that I had, I can't even remember the name of the brew because I didn't like it, so I didn't go out of my way to remember it.
About it.
Yeah, it was not that good, but this is awesome. But awesome artwork by Ralph Steadman, awesome beer.
This is very good this is my first time ever having it.
Yeah, 8%, very light and smooth.
Yes, which could be bad.
Yeah, it could possibly. It's okay. I still have pre-show beers around anyway.
Yeah, mine's.
Yeah.
I have one here.
Yep, there it is.
I have 2 over there.
Yep. So there's even though this might not be the most imaginative episode idea, it's cool because we have a lot of news to talk about in the video game world. The video game world. We are 9 days now. We're recording this before E3.
If we actually did this on time, we'd have breaking news.
Yeah.
We had a fucking inside leak.
Yeah. So we're leading up to E3. So there's a lot of shit coming out of the pipeline. And as we said in the episode we recorded previously, and the one before that, there was the big Walmart leak.
I'm still gonna stick with this was page designer's fuck up.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have a job anymore.
I doubt it. I totally doubt it. Because a lot of those games on that list, as we said before, when they released trailers for Kingdom Hearts 2, they released information for Kingdom Hearts 3, they released information for Rage 2.
Yes.
A lot of the things that were on the list of the leak have been starting to come out, and now, as we're getting closer to E3, even more games are now being released.
Assassin's Creed Revolution? No,
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
just looked at a whole list of rumors.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell 2.
Yeah, Splinter Cell 2 was on that list.
Gears 5, which me and Reese both just went, really?
Yeah, Gears 5, Beyond Good and Evil 2. There's a lot of things. Actually, I have a couple here. Division 2 was on the list.
I don't get why. I worked with a bunch of people who played the first one. They're all about it for like 3 weeks, and it just kind of fell off.
Yeah, I mean, and there was some other ones on there on the list that were obvious ones we knew. Like Black Ops 4 was on the Walmart leak list, but we knew that was coming anyway.
What was some of the other ones? Life is Strange 2.
Life is Strange 2, which like again that we knew, like those were games that we knew were in the pipeline. But the big breaking ones like the Assassin's Creed, the Splinter Cell, the Gears.
We have the one that was actually the video for you. I posted the trailer. I didn't even watch it.
Yes.
Fallout 76.
So, yeah, no, we got to take a moment to talk about Fallout 76. Fallout being my favorite fucking game series of all time. They're, out of nowhere, that wasn't on the Walmart leak list, but out of nowhere, Bethesda just put up a little, like, teaser photo, and it was like, oh shit, like, what, like, so everyone had thought that it was going to be the 10-year anniversary of Fallout 3.
And I think they waited, was it 2 days before they posted, or was it 1 day?
I think
they kept up that please stand by.
I think it might have been 2. It wasn't longer than 2.
Yeah.
It was at the most 2 days. So they put up the please stand by, which it's actually one of my desktop backgrounds. It's the startup screen for Fallout. And they put that up, please stand by, and then they released an actual teaser trailer, which doesn't really show shit.
No.
It doesn't, and there's been a lot of speculation. A lot of people are saying, no, this one's going to be MMO. A lot of people are saying that this is going to be a big base building game. A lot of people think that this game is going to take place with you building your vault. There's an app game that was an app game that you can now get on the 360 or 360. Wow, dating myself. The Xbox One and the PS4 called Fallout Shelter, where like you build your vault. A lot of people are trying to say that this is going to be a more fleshed out version of that.
I already told you my theory. It's just going to be an add-on pack.
See, I don't think
it's too soon.
I don't think it's going to be an add-on pack, but I think that's what it's going to end up being. You know what I mean? Like, so
because games like this take like 6-7 years alone.
It took about 6 or so years between New Vegas and Fallout 4 coming out.
I mean, maybe graphics are that much easier to do now. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it probably took a long time to develop Fallout 4 because that was the first one for this generation of systems. So now that they have a platform to jump off of, they can probably churn out games faster. But it kind of worries me. And let's put it this way: I'm going to buy the game. I'm going to pre-order the game. I'm mostly going to get the special edition. I'm going to play it. I'm going to love it. But I don't really have a lot of faith in it being this great new standalone game. I feel like it's going to be somewhat more the same.
But do you feel like that because it's been not enough time in between games?
I feel like that's the reason. I feel like that's the reason. But here's the thing. It's just a teaser trailer. The game won't come out for at least a year. You know, like, I mean, shit, we've talked about the bane of video game development hell. Like Death Stranding's been in development for 3-4 years now at this point.
Days Gone is about 4 years
so
now?
like Detroit Become Human just came out. That was like 4 years in development. So just because you get a teaser trailer for something doesn't really mean shit. I mean, this Fallout 76 could sit in development purgatory for the next 2-3 years for all we know.
I mean, we got that Tremors trailer with Kevin Bacon.
And
there's still no news on that yet.
No news. And, Sci-Fi refused to pick it up.
Which is very weird, yet they'll keep doing Sharknado.
Which is super weird, because this looks interesting. It looks like something the fans would want, and it looks like it'd be cool.
It does. It looks like a gritty new... Well, not gritty.
We talked about this, though. I think people are, and I love that they're doing this, are going the route of the Deadpool. Like, I feel like, Sci-Fi didn't pick up this show, let me just quote-unquote leak this trailer, and then some studio, Netflix, or who, like, someone I feel like will see that and be like, I can make money off of this.
Did we talk about how Spike TV's not a thing anymore? I feel like Spike would pick that up.
Spike would pick that up. Didn't Spike just, like, basically become FXXX? Like, Spike's basically, it might as well be.
I kind of want to say TNT would take it. I mean, they run Supernatural episodes all fucking day, so how far off is that?
That's how far off it all. It could, like, that show could work on anywhere. It's perfect for Sci-Fi. That's a show that I feel like could give some, some lighting the fire for Sci-Fi's channel, because then Sci-Fi also dropped The Expanse,
Sci-Fi also had the original Tremors TV series.
Yes.
With the guy who played Burt Gummer. He had like years ago. They had him. So why wouldn't you? Fuck it.
So yeah, I don't know. Sci-fi's doing some weird shit. Yeah, they dropped The Expanse, and The Expanse just got picked back up. I forget who. I only think it is Hulu. Someone was like, "Oh, fuck it, dude. The Expanse is a good show. It's got a good following. I'll just pick the show up, and we can just have it on our channel."
Still waiting for another show to get picked back up. You already know it.
Yeah, it's no one wants to see that.
Not the octopus. It's Firefly.
Oh, it's Firefly.
Yeah, it's the Odie bar.
Oh, wow, man, that's I'm a horrible fan. I thought that shirt was a Lost reference.
Oh no, that show can stay dead. Fuck that.
I think the best we could get out of Firefly now would be another story in that verse, like
even a Telltale game.
Oh,
I'd be happy with that.
That would be awesome.
We're probably never gonna get it.
We're never gonna get it. We should stop talking about it. We're just gonna make ourselves depressed the fact that we're never gonna get it. So there's a lot of cool shit coming out. And besides the ones we talked about, we have games like Adventure Time, Pirates and Caribbean is gonna come out. Anthem, which we knew about, of course. Death Stranding again, as we knew about. For Honor, Fortnite, which neither of us give a shit about.
No, but For Honor as well. That's still going to E3.
You know, Mega Man 11 is coming around. Spider-Man, of course.
Well, I'm still very curious to see this video that they're going to drop that will just blow people's minds, because the graphics of 11 are blowing everyone's minds.
Yeah, and Vampire, which we don't know much about.
I only catch like little glimpses when I'm going through Facebook. You know, they do those sponsored ads, and that's all I see. But I haven't actually stopped and watched one yet.
Me neither. I have not looked deep into it. So, E3's coming up soon, guys. There's a lot of cool games coming out.
But do we need a Splinter Cell? Another one? Really?
I don't know. I won't play it. I mean, someone out there fucking wants to be Sam Fisher again and play those games.
We'll make fun of it.
Most likely. So, what's been buzzing with you?
I was telling you when I got here, I watched a new Pixar movie, Coco, last night.
Yeah.
I know, it's so weird. I look like someone who watches a child movie. But it was just on Netflix, and just a tagline alone, like, his family forbids music, he loves music, he's going to go for his passion. I went, fair enough. And Pixar usually does really well. It was such a good movie.
Well, the way you just sold that tagline, I thought this movie was about, like, the dead. Like,
he loves music, and he believes that this great Mexican singer-songwriter is his great-great-grandfather.
Okay.
And so he borrows his guitar that inadvertently sends him to the land of the dead because he stole from the dead. There's this whole thing, like the dead are trying to get him back and all that type of thing. And just the lore that they go with, like your spirit animals and that. Also, the spirit animals I think are fucking awesome.
Okay.
I'll have to find some of them to show you.
All right.
Me and my girlfriend are watching it, and she's paying attention to like the hair. She's like, shit actually looks fucking real. There's a scene where he falls in the water. I thought they did a live action part. Like Pixar's fucking nailing this shit.
Yeah, no, Pixar's. I'm excited for Incredibles too. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have that much longer to wait for that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the meme where it's her checking her ass out of the mirror? The real reason why your man wants to see Incredibles. I just went, God damn it, they know.
They all know.
I'm excited for that.
No, but I gotta see Coco. I've heard good things about it. I'm pretty sure it won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature or something like that. A lot of people are saying it was really great.
The story was good. Even as a 28-year-old man, I was like, it's a good story. I liked it. Right. My girl was like, that was cute. I went, well, thanks for bringing down my But I know you finally saw something that I saw.
Yes, I finally saw Deadpool 2. And I feel like this is going to air long enough that we can just spoil it and just, like, not give a fuck.
Yeah, Juggernaut's in it.
Juggernaut's in it. That was, like...
Great character.
And, like, I stayed away from spoilers pretty well leading up to it, and I was just telling Bill, I saw a post on Facebook, and it was, like, things you should know about Deadpool. And, like, out of it, like, just on the ad...
I thought you were going to tell me you were, like, going through Facebook, waiting for the movie to start, and then you saw it.
Yeah,
I thought it would suck that bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. It was a couple days before, but it had a picture, along with screenshots from the movie, it had a picture of a comic book page, and it was a picture of Juggernaut. And I was like, oh, cool, so Juggernaut's going to be in it.
But apparently now people are actually posting pictures of the Juggernaut, and then they're going, oh, Fox released it, so it's not a spoiler. No, it kind of is.
Yeah, no, that's still a spoiler.
Big mountain of foreshadowing.
Yeah, and that was cool. That was and as soon as that scene happened, I knew that was gonna go down. But it was like everyone's like, oh, it's just as good as the first one, if not better. I totally agree with that. I feel like it was just on par with the first one, if not better. I feel like it was funnier. I feel like I laughed the entire movie.
Yes.
Like, I felt like there was less times of me not laughing than anything.
I just like all the hidden jokes, how, like, Juggernaut's talking to Fire Fist going, oh, I have brother, he in chair. And you just go, I know who that is.
Yeah.
But I really wanted him to still just make fun of that old movie and go, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I was so waiting for it. And you know what's really funny, too? So, Black Tom Cassidy is the character in the movie. And the clip from... that is the I'm the Juggernaut bitch, like, you know, the redub, the famous X-Men video. Black Tom Cassidy is one of the villains in there with Juggernaut. So I thought they were gonna do that, and like, but I love how Deadpool continually calls Cable racist for killing Black Tom. That was so good. There were so many little jokes. There were so many lines that were just
Dopinder was fucking hilarious.
Dopinder was great.
Just how he just runs up and he's like, I'm ready to kick ass. And he sees Juggernaut. I'm going
to go back.
And of course he hits.
And he saves it.
Mr. Essex, or aka Mr. Sinister, as so many people are saying.
If they're gonna do Mr. Sinister, they just do him fucking right and do him badass. That guy, I don't think that guy deserves enough respect to become Mr. Sinister.
He's a good actor, if you remember from The World's End.
Yes.
I know he's done other Sherlock.
Yep.
Sherlock
he's been in a bunch of
He's a main
Pete Marchand.
Yes.
Pete Marchand.
He did a horrible Southern accent in Miami Vice.
Wow, did he? Yeah,
oh my god, it was terrible.
Yeah, he's a great character actor that's been around for years.
But Julian Dennison, he was fucking hilarious.
Who was Julian Dennison?
Fire Fist.
That was fine. I liked it. I did like him.
I thought he was just hilarious of how he anyone ever did anything. Oh, we're friends now.
Yeah, I love how like don't give a fuck like his attitude was. Like when they were in prison and stuff like that. That was his prison wallet. I fucking laughed.
Prison wallet was the funniest fucking term I've heard the whole movie. Just how many pens did he have up there? He always had a pen.
Yeah, he always had a pen.
And it's like they kept punching a child in the face.
Yes, it was awesome. It was so funny. Shirt cocking it. That was probably my favorite scene. Look at him, just straight shirt cocking it.
Just when he starts walking.
Yeah, like you can do a little fella.
I'm sorry, so many people give T.J. Miller shit, but God.
He was good. Everyone was good. Domino, I feel, kind of almost stole the movie.
Yes, Domino was great.
She was great. All the cinematic stuff with her, like her abilities, was fucking awesome. Done really,
I hope you guys really didn't want to see Bedlam or Shatterstar or The Vanisher in the next movies, because
that was really,
a great montage.
That was really cool. I was at first I wanted to see them all fighting, but after it happened, I was like, that's actually really cool.
That was the best way to fuck with the audience, because in the trailers they actually show them actually fighting all that, and then they get to that, and you're just like, oh shit. Like, people are starting to have the ideas like I've had years ago, like, just show a trailer and show none of that in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's completely different, and now they're doing it, which I just go, am I Deadpool?
Yeah, no. Deadpool nailed everything. I loved when he fucking autographed the cereal box Ryan Reynolds. The breaking of the fourth wall and the little in-jokes and little jokes throughout the whole movie were so spot on. Everything was spot on.
I feel like Hugh Jackman has to at least have a cameo in the next one. Just as Hugh Jackman.
I was surprised. Yeah.
Not as a picture either.
And see, like, when everyone said that there's a cameo in the movie, I expected Hugh Jackman to have a cameo movie. It was cool to see the Ryan Reynolds cameo in the after credits scene.
Yes.
That was cute. I like that. Everything was great. Everything was Cable. We didn't even talk about Cable, and he was awesome.
Yes, Cable was. Yes. Josh Brolin was perfect for that role.
Yeah.
Apparently, him and Dominic are in the X-Force spinoff.
Yeah. I think my favorite Cable comment, or my favorite comment about Cable was like, he's like, there's Cable. He's 5'11", way shorter than he is in the comic book. We know. Like that. The fourth wall shit in Deadpool is just so fucking good.
Mention how strong the emotional story arc went. Like the whole Vanessa. Yes, there's something that happened with Vanessa.
Vanessa dies, but she gets retconned.
Yes.
Because of the power of comic book time travel technology.
But just even that, you're just like, holy... Like, that first the opening montage is great. The Celine Dion song.
The James Bond intro.
Yes.
That was great.
Because you're even just still sitting there like...
I loved it. It was like written by... Wait, did this asshole just kill my girlfriend? It's like, no, seriously, wait. Like, what the fuck?
It was just great. Even the emotional things, like the whole him hitting the wall thing.
Yeah.
You just sit there going like... They're actually going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very good story, I thought. I kind of wish Terry Crews could have survived.
Yeah.
Shatterstar, you seem like a dick.
He seemed like a dick. He did. See, I don't know. His Shatterstar's going. I don't think anyone's gonna miss him.
Zeitgeist. How were we forgetting him?
Yes.
He was fucking hilarious.
He spits acid on the fucking.
Bill Skarsgård. God, dude, you're like just. Your range is amazing.
Yeah.
You go from it to that.
No, yeah, everyone was great. Everyone was really, really fucking good. So go see Deadpool 2 if you haven't. Too bad you already know the entire film because we just talked about it for the last 10 minutes. But
you probably left out some jokes. But
yes. It's worth seeing. It's totally worth seeing.
We're going to have to wait like 4 years now for number 3.
I hope that they integrate.
Oh, wait, we'll have X-Force in between.
Yeah, I hope they integrate Fox movies into the Disney MCU.
Yeah.
Because I want to see a Deadpool in every movie. Like, can you imagine just like every random movie just having a Deadpool cameo? Because it doesn't, like, it's because he's Deadpool. It doesn't fucking matter, you know. Like he.
And Ryan Reynolds is just set for life. You don't have to do any more of your artsy movies. I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like he should get the fuck in every PG-13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would work. Like they just go, "Who's that guy? Fuck you."
Yeah.
I don't know.
We talked.
I don't think Disney will go for that.
We talked about this before, and I say it again because I feel like this would be the greatest thing. Like, bring Deadpool into the MCU and have him be like with all these people, and like have Deadpool like go to curse and like have it bleeped out, like literally bleeped out in the theaters, and then you'd be like, wait, like what the fuck? Like having just bleeping him out, it's like why am I getting bleeped out? And then someone else can come through and be like, say like.
Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley. So you need to cut the shit, kid, or something like that. And then we'll be like, what the fuck? Like, you get the curse. Like, I think that would be a great, like, fourth wall blending way to handle the cursing. Like,
I feel like that would be too much for parents bringing their kids, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. Even though parents brought their kids to my viewing of Deadpool 2, I'm going, oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, I grew up in a household where my mom took me to go see South Park Bigger Longer Uncut when I was 13. So I really
didn't get that. I grew up in a household where my dad was showing me Aliens and Predator, and I was like 7.
Yeah.
So it's kind of almost.
And we turned into normal human beings, right?
I mean, is that a real question?
Yeah. Deadpool was great. Make sure you go out and catch that. So next on the docket for you, Jurassic World, right?
Yes. Well, Solo's out, but as I told you, I just don't have that much interest.
I'm more interested in the side characters. I want to see Lando. I want to see Chewie.
I'm Star Wars out for right now.
I want to see like a Greedo and a Jabba like cameo. Like that's what I want to go see in Star Wars. I can really care less about cosplay Harrison Ford as they're calling the guy who played Han Solo.
I was just really down for Rogue One because the trailers made it seem like a very, very, very Saving Private Ryan-esque Star Wars
and
thing.
That was it. That's why I love.
Now that's the final act. It's just that. All before that, like,
I loved Rogue One. Rogue One was honestly one of my favorites. I put Rogue One in like my top 4 of my favorite Star Wars films.
You got Mads Mikkelsen. Woo.
Yeah, I don't know. Alan Tudyk was great.
Woo, you got Forrest Whitaker. He's dead in 10 minutes.
I could have given her taken him, but I don't know. I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was great.
Yeah, it was better than that. I had to give it a second viewing and all that. But just Solo, I just don't care.
Don't care. No, you care about the Fett movie that now is getting pushed into
that I'll see because it'll be something different. Yeah. They haven't gone the villain route yet.
No, they haven't. So that will be interesting. But also, in another thing, and not from Star Wars, but another casting announcement, Jamie Foxx got announced for Spawn.
Yes, and I just saw someone else got announced for another superhero.
I don't know if it was announced, but it's the rumor mill is going around that Penguin is going to be one of the villains for the Batman, and Nick Frost said that he wants to do it.
I would love Nick Frost to do it.
I think he'd be great.
Nick Frost is just so fun. If you don't know who Nick Frost is, he was Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
Hot Fuzz, The World's
Paul,
End.
the Cornetto's trilogy of movies. He is Simon Pegg's.
He's on Into the Badlands. I haven't got.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Season 2.
He's just such a great actor. I feel like he.
Attack the Block, man. That's one of my favorite, least talked about movies.
I've only catched portions of it.
See that movie.
I know it's
Finn.
What's his name?
John Boyega.
There you go. I never would have guessed that one. I was gonna go Finn Jones. Like that's
no.
Wrong one altogether. But no, I know I need to see it. I've heard it's just great.
Oh, Attack the Block's great. Attack the Block's really, really good. It's like Monster Squad in London, but with aliens instead of monsters. like basically a bunch of young British kids fighting an alien invasion, and it's awesome. They nailed it, knocked out the park. Probably my favorite sci-fi flick of the last 10 years. Like I put that up there with like Chronicle and stuff like that. Like,
Chronicle's up in your top ones?
Yeah, top 10. Top 3 of the last 10 years.
I feel like it was one of the overrated, underrated at the same time.
Really?
Overrated, underrated at the same time. Like, they kept going, oh, it's getting all these awards, but still people, like, weren't seeing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it was a good movie, I'll give it that, but it was just one of those ones, like, they're hyping up so much that people were just like, really?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, the negative I could walk away from the movie is that it launched the careers of Dane DeHaan and Michael B. Jordan, because honestly, I don't think Michael B. Jordan is as great of an actor.
But you saw Black Panther, I thought you said he was good in that.
He was okay. He's capable. He's not a bad actor. I just don't like him. There's something about him I just don't like. I think he's...
Hey, he saw Fantastic Four as a payday. Get off his ass.
He's just... He's this swarmy, cocky kid in, like, every fucking movie's in. I just feel like that shows little to no range. And, like, I don't know...
He was that in Chronicle.
He was that in Chronicle. He was that in Black Panther. He was that in Creed. He's that in every movie. He's that in Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm. Yes. He plays that character, and like I just don't. People herald him, and I'm like, that's all you really got, though, dude. Like I don't really like see like I don't say he's bad. He does his job very very well, but to me, being a one-dimensional actor does not get praise from me.
Like I'm losing my nerd votes right now. Who was the main guy in Whiplash who was also in Fantastic Four?
Wait. The main guy in Whiplash, or you mean the guy who played Whiplash in Iron Man 2?
No. The guy in Whiplash.
I've never seen Whiplash.
He was also in Fantastic Four. He was Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, no. I never hate
him. I feel like he played the same character in every movie.
You're not losing nerd points because no one saw the Fantastic Four movie, so it's perfectly okay.
I'll admit that I watched it just to see how bad it really was, and God, the pacing sucked and stuff. But no, he plays the same kind of character too.
Okay.
If you guys know the fuck.
Yeah, Google it, look it up, we'll fact check it, and fix it in post. We won't fix it in post. We won't. But yeah.
Like we just need better reboots of Fantastic Four, which is never going to happen. I think everyone thought it was going to be Infinity War, where that was going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, well, once the buyout goes and takes hold, I have my faith in the MCU. The MCU has done little to nothing wrong. I'm not going to say they've done nothing wrong, but they've done very little wrong in the last 10 years that they've been doing these films.
18 movies, you haven't really gotten that much wrong.
I mean, seriously, like, besides, like, the horrible, like, tone of Thor 1 and Thor 2 and the trash storyline of Iron Man 3, I feel like, other than that, you guys have kind of knocked, MCU's knocked pretty much everything out of the park. I mean, like, some obviously are better than others, and some are great, and some aren't so great.
It's like, as they said, no one knew who the Guardians were before that movie.
Dude.
Now it's everywhere.
I say it all the time. I've been a comic book nerd my entire life. I have never even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy until the movie came out, and I saw the movie, and the movie blew me away. It's in my top 3 favorite MCU movies.
It's in mine as well. I want to say Infinity War second. I need to give it a good, solid, another viewing now that I know what happens. I'm already
Infinity War's up there. It pushed Iron Man 1 out.
I think we set our top 5s to each other. I think it's in my top 5. I'll go with that.
Oh yeah, no, why?
I think Doctor Strange is number 2, just because that was.
You love Doctor Strange, and I love Doctor Strange too. But I don't know. Winter Soldier, Guardians 1, and Avengers 1 were my 3 favorite, and Infinity War is like right there.
If we just do top out, let's do Guardians, Strange, Civil War.
Okay.
Because Strange was just one of those ones, it's the first time they're bending reality.
Yes.
And those graphics were amazing.
Awesome.
I feel bad for anyone who took acid and saw that.
It sounds like a horrible experience.
Could you imagine how that went for them? I'm surprised we didn't see news stories about that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, man had to be dragged screaming out of Doctor Strange.
I'm surprised people didn't have seizures inside the theater for Doctor Strange.
It was just one of those ones you didn't expect to be good, but it was.
I went in actually expecting high hopes from it.
Because it had Benedict. Because it had Sherlock?
Because the casting. Benedict Cumberbatch, Mads Mikkelsen, Tilda Swinton, Rachel McAdams. As soon as I saw the list of names that were
lined up, leave the name out because you can't pronounce it. Murdo.
Oh, God. No. Shawalate Okafor?
I think it's Ifiojor. I think you're close. I remember watching The Four Brothers, one of those back, just a quick thing. He was in that, they just had Chewie. I just went, that's easy.
Yeah. Morales is great.
But yes, but also he's a great actor.
Yeah, but when I saw the cast for Doctor Strange, I was like, fuck, I'm like, this is going to be good. You guys got fucking Academy Award nominated actors playing in your Marvel movies now. Like, that really, like,
That's also when we found out the whole Sherlock duo just follow each other, because when they announced Doctor Strange, they announced Martin Freeman in Civil War.
Yep.
And you're just going, can you guys do anything not together?
Nope.
Like they did The Hobbit, they did Sherlock, they're like intertwined for forever.
Basically, I think they're kind of like the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor of our generation. Just like less comedy movies and just more like Lord of the Rings stuff.
I still have yet to finish Cargo. I'm waiting to see if Benedict Cumberbatch shows up in that.
Yeah. I want to see that show Patrick Melrose. I love anything with Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
I keep seeing the Peter say I gotta give that a try.
Yeah, so I gotta give it a try. Alright, so let's break into our top 3 for this week's episode. It's our top 3 favorite consoles. Do you want to start this one?
I will.
Okay. What do you got for your number?
Xbox.
Your number 3. Okay. The original Xbox.
Yes, it was. I remember my first games were Halo, Combat Evolved. I'll involve the subtitle because so many people get pissy about that shit. And Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. No one remembers that fucking game.
See, I take it back even further to PlayStation, playing Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. That was my first introduction.
That's available as a remaster on the Xbox Store, but it's still that side scroll. I'm like, no, I want the open world one
World 3D
with
Oddworld.
Munch, and it was just there's just such weird games.
See, I never played that one. But those games are great, though.
The Oddworld games are like pretty much your living cattle.
Yeah.
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 It's just one of those weird games. Like, but of course, we had Halo, we had Splinter Cell. Mm-hmm. There was that horrible Obi-Wan game.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I luckily skipped that one.
We got Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2. It was just like one of those brand new things. Like, oh, it's finally not about Nintendo and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Finally, like there's something new finally. I feel like that's what drew more people to it.
What was your favorite memory, your favorite title from Xbox, the original Xbox?
Oh, shit. I'm probably gonna go with Oddworld, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it was just one of those ones where it's just a brand new game. It's not something you get now. Like nowadays, you get like all the Grand Theft Autos, you get all the Star Wars games. They're all re-released. That's one you don't get now.
It's an easy choice for me. My biggest memory, my favorite, or most fun I had played with Xbox was Vice City. But
really? I played that on PS2.
See, I got an Xbox. So I had PlayStation. I was a PlayStation guy for years, and my PlayStation 2 finally crapped out. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy an Xbox. And I bought an Xbox, and I played Vice City so much. My favorite thing about the Xbox, that was the first time where you had a video game system where you could upload music to.
Yes.
So I used to have.
It took forever, but you could.
It took forever. I had so much music uploaded to my Xbox.
Actually, I think it was maybe the original Xbox or the 360. I uploaded a whole bunch of music just to play Tony Hawk with. Just because the soundtracks got very annoying. It might have been the first one, because I remember it taking for fucking ever.
Yes. That was me with Vice City, because if you upload it, you could pick a station, and the station would play the music from your hard drive.
I'm just surprised you actually didn't like the soundtrack enough for Vice City.
I love the Vice City soundtrack, but it was really cool to have that type of option.
That's also true.
To drive around and listen to fucking, ABR and Parkway. And
I'm also just surprised, now that's not an option. As DLC, you get to download, different genres, really.
Yeah.
Bands that you would want to pick, maybe? I don't know.
I think because of the way streaming services and things like that have come now, video game systems are trying to get away from that. Because, it's play Spotify music and play, so, they're way... People are so geared less towards your music being uploaded to your hard drive because no one wants to piss anyone off.
Well, that and probably licensing and costs.
Exactly. But
that was my number 3, sir. What is yours?
My number 3 is Super Nintendo, the SNES.
Really?
Yes, the SNES. That system to me just was such a benchmark of my childhood, and I had a laundry list of games for that. Donkey Kong Country, the original Mario Kart. I had Mortal Kombat 3. Super Nintendo. Mega Man X2, which I was actually playing the other day. That was a big benchmark for me. And that was also during the age And then the Xbox wasn't, but Super Nintendo was during the age of Blockbuster. Like,
yes.
and, and I just...
I think Xbox was, like, in the tail end of that. Yes. I think right before the 360 came out is when that died.
Yeah, so I used to go to Blockbuster and rent games so often. The WWF Royal Rumble, I'm trying to think of so many, F-Zero,
I remember that.
Yeah, man, like, Super Nintendo will always be, like, one of those systems to me that just holds, like, so much weight because of Super Mario World, which is still, in my opinion, one of the greatest video games ever created, and that's a Super Nintendo game. That was a game that I think came with your Super Nintendo when you bought it.
Sounds about Nintendo Mario. Yeah, sounds like it go together. I remember my person N64 came with Super Mario, Mario World, Mario 64.
Mario 64. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep fucking that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like the only game it came with. Yeah. Then that's back when video game systems were like $100.
Yeah, which in comparison, back then, no, man. The Super Nintendos, they were like $400. Like, those things were ridiculously expensive back then.
So we kind of went down in price and went right back up, because now an Xbox One X is $300?
Yeah, video game systems are actually cheaper now, I feel.
But video games are expensive, because me and you look at some of the costs of something, we just went, Jesus, fuck.
Yes, totally. So, yeah,
that was Canada, it was $80.
Super Nintendo was a real... That was a real big one for me. I was like Team Nintendo for years. Don't get me wrong, I had Segas and stuff like that, but
it's when GameCube came out, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah, no, I jumped ship real quick. But well, what's your number 2?
Xbox One.
Oh wow, yeah, keeping it right in the wheelhouse.
But just the graphics are amazing, and you get so many good games like Mass Effect Andromeda.
But see, there's games that you skipped 360 and went to 1.
I have a reason for that.
Okay.
It's because 360 loves to break the fuck down.
It does.
The Red Rings of Death. I had that
But
twice.
think about all those games. Think about Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2. Like, those
They're remastered.
Yeah. so the one really, that's really
yes,
like,
and the
special
graphics
system.
Yeah, and that's what I'm playing right now. I'm playing Wolfenstein and all that. I told you I relapsed. I'm playing Mass Effect 3 the fuck down. I just want a good story. And it was just like muscle memory. Just Mass Effect was in before I knew it, and I just went, I guess that's what we're doing. But it's just, the graphics are amazing. Like, you just go from, like, just Xbox and Xbox One alone, those graphics are, it's fucking astounding.
Yeah.
And you just go, I'm watching, like, mini movies that I get to play and control the outcome of the movie. Well, I mean, the outcome's already told them.
Yeah. Now, see, like, okay, so you have 2 Xbox systems for your first 2, so, like are you... like, it's funny, you're not a big Halo guy. Were you a big Gears guy?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't play Judgment or 4 yet, but I'll get up there.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those ones where, as they say, like, the landscape of the game is just so massive and huge. Like, I know PlayStation has that as well, but with these ones like Gears, like, this is just such a very good game to play, and it's only on Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, it's just such a great story, great graphics. Great combat, if you really think about it. But, I mean, I'm just a big fan of Microsoft. And you'll see from my number 1 why that is.
Oh, okay. So to fill in the space in between your number 3 and your number 2, my number 2 is the Xbox 360.
The one that loves to break down.
Yeah, alright. So I never got... bad red rings. The only red ring that I got years after I owned it, was the power supply red ring. Because the red rings meant different things when you got them in different spots. Sometimes it would be in the upper left corner, some in the upper right corner.
I had 3 around the X.
Yeah, so I got a red rings, but it was just power supplies, and literally, like, I could turn my Xbox off, unplug it, plug it back in, and it would work.
I tried the hack where you're like supposed to like wrap it out.
Yes,
it didn't work. It worked for like maybe 10 minutes.
Put pennies on the hard drive. You ever see that one?
No.
But those are different levels of the rings you could have got for them. So I did ring out a couple of those, but dude, I don't know, man. 360 was
groundbreaking games. Like Xbox One is still relatively new.
I probably put more time in on the 360 than I put in the other system just from Fallout games alone.
Fair.
So, and that's why it's so high on my list, and why I love it so much, because I love Fallout. And Fallout 3 was my first introduction into the Fallout series, and that was 360. And I put 700-800 hour plus.
I mean, also with 360, we have Brutal Legend, which is still only on 360. Fucking fix that and put it on. Do the backwards compatibility, because that's still a fun game to play. It's still a game you don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it because it's Jack Black.
See, I still own my 360. When I left,
I own one too.
I kept the 360, and I didn't buy a one, and I went into the PS4, but I still keep my 360. I have my 360 around. I love Xbox's multiplayer capabilities. Their multiplayer, their online system, just the layout of the way it works, I feel is always been above Sony's.
But the internet connectivity with the 360 is what bothered me. I even have the jack, and the modem is maybe as far away from us as that TV is right now.
Yeah.
They go, can't connect. I'm going, it's right there.
I understand that, and I'm always hardwired. I always plugged.
That's why I hardwired my Xbox One.
Yeah, I bought as soon as I was getting, and I had my apartment and stuff like that, I bought a 50-foot fucking Ethernet cable because my modem was in the other room, and I ran that shit through my apartment and hard plugged into my Xbox. My Xbox 360 also, there was like so many cool things about it, and I know you'll talk about more about this. What's so cool about being a Microsoft system is its compatibility with PCs are great. I had an app for a program for my computer called T-Versity that let you stream anything that you had on your hard drive on your computer to your 360 with this app. Movies, music, pictures. So, like, I had an external hard drive and I pirated. Please, FBI, don't hunt me down. I pirated.
Statute of limitations?
Yeah, right.
I think you're good.
I pirated hundreds, thousands probably of movies. With music.
Did you do Far Cry?
But no.
Then you're fucking good, because that's what I got caught for. Yeah, now you guys know all of that fucking story.
So movies and music. If you're hitting movie and music, hundreds of thousands of files. There's music involved, and I could literally go in my living room, open up the T-Versity app that popped right up, and I could browse my entire library on my hard drive.
So it was like an early oh fuck, what is the one for movies right now?
Well, like Fire Stick. Or
Cody.
Cody, yeah.
Yes, so that was like your early Cody.
Yeah, I was my own Cody. Instead of going onto a server and picking from them, I just went on torrent, fucking uTorrent or Pirate Bay.
That's why I miss Azarias right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
so I tried in the last couple
Demonoid was my that was my secret path to everything, and I used to download everything, and I could stream it right there. So there's so many TV shows, there's so many movies, there's so much music, there's so many things that I played through my Xbox 360. So I gotta give Xbox 360 a little bit of an advantage because of that, because it was a home entertainment system.
But I feel like now, like with Netflix and all that, you don't need to do the TV show as much. Now it's just the music you really have to worry about. You have Spotify.
But you got Spotify now, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what we were talking about earlier with the original Xbox. With these streaming services now, you don't even need that anymore. And I mean, and now people have Kodis and Fire Sticks and Roku TVs and stuff like that.
Me and my girlfriend really need to update Kodi. I would probably save so much. Well, no, I would still go to the theater. Because there's just some, you gotta see, there's just the ones you don't want to...
You want to see Infinity War, you want to see Deadpool, you want to see those movies in the big
But there's some you don't want to admit that you want to see, I remember the last one I watched when Cody was still working was Fate of the Furious. I remember her coming home, she's like, what's this? I was like, last Fast and Furious. She goes, it's a fucking submarine. She went, what's going on? I'm like, I don't have a fucking idea.
Remember when they used to street race?
Remember that?
Remember that was a thing?
That was the first 3, I believe?
At least the first 3, yeah. Up to Tokyo Drift, yeah.
Now you just don't know. I remember rewatching Kong on that, and it was still
Skull Island,
yes, which is still better than the Peter Jackson one.
Oh.
Well, just because it's compacted.
What's your honorable mentions before you get into your number 1?
PlayStation 2.
Oh, boom. Cool.
Because you got that's where you got GTA 3. It's where you got GTA Vice City. It's where you got GTA San Andreas. I played NHL 2001 on there.
Oh, yeah.
Playing that shit. But that was still one of Tekken Tag Tournament. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the other ones. But it was just one of those ones where that was my second introduction after... I don't want to say it yet because it's... I can see it's your number 1.
Yes.
But that was my introduction after that. Original PlayStation, you had the Tony Hawks and all that. But you got more on 2, just not what we know today, like the Project 8 or the American Wasteland.
Yes,
But it was just still one of those ones that was so much fun. The controls seem easy for me now. An Xbox controller is a lot easier because you know everything.
Yeah.
I imagine with you and your Mario Kart thing, if I gave you an Xbox controller,
I'm like, what am I?
Instead, play Mario Kart.
Yeah, well,
you just be like.
Well, I mean, I guess the trigger would still be the hop. I mean, you would figure it out, but it definitely would be a learning curve. I just remember that first Xbox controller just being like, what the fuck?
Oh God, yeah.
What is this massive thing that I'm using?
It's like you're holding like those Miley Cyrus ass cheeks from that one VMA. I feel like
is the X in the center of her butthole? Like as you're holding the legs, is that what that is?
Yes, because that turns her on or off. But no, I feel like this might just be me. I feel like Xbox controllers people with big hands and PlayStation controllers people with little hands now. Because honestly,
so you're a big hand guy, so yeah. Yes.
I thought that's why I like Xbox more. PlayStation people are like, no, I hit X, not square. That's just me.
I have two honorable mentions that I gotta bring up. One, the Sega Genesis. I gotta throw some more on the Sega Genesis. I loved it. I owned it at a Sega Genesis and a Sega CD. I played so many games on it. I couldn't put it on my list because I put more time in, I feel, on these other systems. But I had a lot of fun. Sega was the first.
Oh, I know you put time in on the number one.
Sega CD or Sega Genesis was the first system I ever used a Game Genie on. You know, like remember like add-on stuff like that when that was a thing. Yeah.
Remember Game Shark?
Yeah, Game Shark. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, Streets of Rage and God, Rocky Knight Adventure I talked to you about the old Home Alone game. I loved Fringe games. I loved the Tailspin game. The game they made for Tailspin. The old Batman Returns video game.
I only vaguely remember the Home Alone game.
It was not good, but I loved it.
Was it worse than ET game?
Oh, no, it's better. It's better than that.
Okay.
You were Kevin, and the difference was instead of like your family being gone, every family in your neighborhood was gone. So you had to go to the different houses.
So developers were in for a real stretch on that one.
Yeah, you had to go to different houses and...
So the rapture happened.
And defend... Yeah, the rapture happened, but Kevin's still alive.
Okay.
And you had to defend the different houses, but each houses were different. There was a haunted house. There was a future house. There was, each house was... It was so cool. And, then, Harry and... Lloyd, thank you. They would come and try and break in, and you had to defend the house. And I love it, dude. Sega Genesis was a really big part of my childhood. But I also
why hasn't that been remade? I'm sorry, that just sounds like that sounds like a fantastic game for nowadays.
It would be actually, and I don't know why they don't have something. I'm trying to think of a game they would have that would be like.
I mean, they have all those Dungeon Master type games, but no, I feel like this. That sounds like a fantastic.
The only thing that could honestly be close to that in style is like the Friday the 13th game, which because it's like
it's fair enough. Kevin is like a serial killer.
But like you're in a camp and like Jason comes and you got to set your traps and do these things to try and defeat Jason as he tries to come attack you. And I mean,
have you not seen the movies? You never really win.
No, you don't.
Jason was in space.
You can get away.
Yes, guys, that happened.
You can get away, Jason X. Yeah,
horrible movie, but it happened.
I love the dream sequence in the beginning where they had him like unconscious, and he had the one kill the cat where the kids were sleeping in the sleeping bags, and he picks up the sleeping bags and he claps them on the street.
God, yeah.
That's one of my favorite Jason deaths, and that's Jason X.
Yeah, it was a Jason. Was it in your reboot where he burns him alive in the camping bag, or was that Hatchet?
Oh, I think that might have been Hatchet. I don't remember that in a Jason film, but I also could not be remembering. But besides the Genesis, I got to give a shout out to the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast.
I was waiting to see if one of us was going to mention it.
I know, man. I have to. I didn't own it. A friend of mine owned it, and
I don't remember any games for that.
Power Stone was one of the greatest fighting games that I've ever played. That was the start of the 2K Sports series.
Really?
The first, because that was a Sega product at first. So the first 2K games were on Dreamcast. Dreamcast was just so leaps and bounds above what a video game system could do. So back seeing the pirating, so people you could pirate video games and you needed a boot disc, you needed all these things. Dreamcast did not fuck that. You don't need any of that. You download the game, put it on a disc, put the disc in the Dreamcast, and it fucking works. And my buddy had it, and he had so many pirated games.
I'm wondering why the Dreamcast didn't take off.
Right? Yeah. Because assholes like me and my friends were pirating games instead of paying for them. But the Dreamcast was great. The graphics were beautiful. The controller was again clunky, but it had like a little the memory card and a little screen.
Yeah.
On it, and it even had a mini game you could play on just like a little mini screen.
It was kind of like the first Xbox controller, except the X in the middle was where that card went.
Yeah. So the Dreamcast was a very, very, very innovative. Shenmue people.
Want me to date myself again?
What's that?
I remember doing a Gamecast demo. Want to guess where?
Yeah, where?
Comp USA.
Comp USA.
In Morristown. I know we mention it all the time.
It's not even a store anymore. I was probably at the Circuit City down the street while you were in that Comp USA.
It was right next to Zany Brady. I do remember playing games at Circuit City too. But it was right next to Zany Brady in Morristown. Remember Zany Brady?
Yeah, I remember Zany Brady. Right next to the Discovery Zone.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
God, we're fucking old.
All right, so those are our mentions. What is your number one?
I think you're right. PC Master Race.
PC Master Race.
You get StarCraft. You get...
Dude.
You get Diablo. I know. They're on Xbox and PlayStation and all that. They're meant for PC. It's one of those click and point type things.
Yeah.
StarCraft, Warcraft.
Quake, Doom, Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein. Oh man, like we
the Telltale. I play my Telltale on PC. I'm sorry.
The old LucasArts games, which is kind of where Telltale kind of get those point and click games. The Curse of Monkey Island, Sam and Max. There's so many. Planescape.
Can we talk
Dungeon
about
Siege.
frame rate?
Yeah. PC Master Race, I gotta give it to the PCs. I'm surprised that I didn't include PCs on my list.
I was actually shocked you didn't.
Yeah,
when I mentioned it, I thought you were, oh, that's gonna be my number one too.
Yeah. When you said it, I was like, oh shit, yeah, PCs, duh.
I even thought you were gonna go Master Race.
Yeah.
But no, like, just the frame rate, the graphics are so much better. It's just an easier gaming experience for me.
Yes. The malleability, the control you have.
Yes.
Really, like I talked about in our top 3 Star Wars episode, playing Rebel Assault 2, like, blowing that. I pull up God mode in Doom and pulling up the control panel and command panel and being able to just add your own commands in and stuff like that.
With PC, you get Steam, which is a very great system.
Dude. Half-Life, Counter-Strike, Day Defeat, all those skins for those games, man.
That's why I'm just amazed, like, Steam hasn't branched out to the platforms yet. They would probably make a decent amount of money.
I'm surprised there isn't like the Steam app that you can get for your Xbox One or your PS4. I'm really surprised at
maybe it'll be announced at
Valve
E3.
and Steam for not getting in that. Some of the money that can be made on that is ridiculous.
I feel like they just stick with like PC. We keep it simple and all that. I don't know. Maybe that could be.
There's people out there that have been playing World of Warcraft for the last 15 years that still play that game to this day.
And they look like the guy from the South Park episode.
Yes, they do. They all look like that guy.
Did you ever see the BlizzCon thing where the guy went and actually did him as cosplay?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that. I was like, you win.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect.
I didn't care how bad you lose in the actual tournament. You won.
That's pretty perfect. But yeah, dude, I remember downloading games on PC and playing them and installing them and pirating them and even like, even paying for games sometimes. In recent years, I still go back to play the first 2 Fallouts. Cause after getting the Fallout from being on the 360, I was like, check out the old ones, so I downloaded them on PC and played those.
I just feel like, and Diablo and all those are meant for really PC, because you have all the hotkeys right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
For me, that would just be weird on an Xbox controller, like a PlayStation controller. But like StarCraft, that's one of those ones you actually have to click and drag and type of shit.
I mean, I don't even think we could do a top 3 real-time strategy games because it would just literally be StarCraft for me. It'd be like I would say like StarCraft, Fallout, fucking Warcraft, which really wouldn't even be fun. Like, and they're not even all like RTSs.
I almost wanted to say that Diablo would be, no, not really. Like Command and Conquer. We'll just do it right now, real quick.
Yeah, we'll do it real quick.
StarCraft, Command and Conquer, Warcraft. We're done.
Yeah, StarCraft.
Age of Empires, honorable mention. We're done.
Yeah, exactly. Sims, or SimCity or something like that. Like
the Lord of the Rings one, honorable mention.
Yes,
all the movie ones, they try to tie in with that. They're all honorable mention.
Yeah.
We just did real-time strategy and our favorite platforms in one thing. You're welcome.
PC gaming is it's a niche thing. There's still such a huge community for it. It's never going to go away. It doesn't matter what consoles come out. PCs will always be like, one of those top tier things that people always go back to.
And it's just always one of those things. You never see like the new PC revealed at E3. You just always get all the new systems and all that. Because it's just like, honestly, PC people see that and just go, that's cute.
That's the thing, because people that are in the PC world know what's going on. Marketing and stuff like that stuff's geared for parents to buy games for their kids, or for kids to get excited so they can tell their parents.
I'm kind of mad we don't get those Justin Long commercials anymore.
Yeah, I'm a Mac, I'm a PC.
Yeah, we never get those anymore. It's kind of disappointing, but just PC, graphics are better, sound quality's better, controls are so much easier. Well, depending on what
it depends, and that's the big thing. A lot of people are like, I need a controller. I can't use a mouse and a keyboard. Like,
well, I mean, like doing all that. I grew up playing that on a keyboard.
Yeah.
And with mouse and all that. Like Duke Nukem, Quake. It's just what I'm used to.
I used to get motion sickness playing the old first-person shooters. The
Really?
Sway. The Sway.
Oh.
I used to get sick to my stomach playing those on PCs. I played them anyway. I would just deal with the nausea. But
Would you put one of the strips behind your ear like, we're good?
Yeah, yep. No, I do. I remember playing Doom 2, and just like, oh my god, I'm like, I feel fucking nauseous. Like, stop
Those
Sway.
are the ones where the camera was... It was just still, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most of them, like,
There was no up and down.
You didn't have that until for quite a while.
I don't even remember what the first one that made that.
For me, it was Wolfenstein. I remember that. Return to Wolfenstein, yeah.
Duke Nukem. You can look up and down Duke Nukem.
Oh, yes, you could.
Yeah.
I already know you're number one. We're going to spend so much time on it.
I mean, not really, because everyone who knows me knows that the Nintendo 64, in my opinion, was the most fun video game experience I've ever had.
If this was the top 4 list, it would have been number one for me as well.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64, man, and again,
Donkey Kong 64.
I say it all the time whenever we do our list. A lot of times when I do my list and I do things, I'm like, I have to include the system that I put the most time in on. That's what, to me, I'm like, that was my favorite. I keep going back to that. I'm like, I spent hours and hours. I still play my Nintendo 64. Me, Richie, and Justin were playing Nintendo 64 like a week ago. I still play my Nintendo 64.
Hey, Justin, you can come play Nintendo, but you can't come be a guest on the fucking show.
Oh, the system's 22 years old. 1996. The system's so old, and I still play it. I still play it in this thing. I don't play Xbox. I don't go back and play PlayStation.
Best thing, though? Your Nintendo still works. The 360, probably gonna die in about a year.
Good call. That's a good call. And I can blow on that Smash Brothers cartridge, slam that bitch in, and still turn it up.
Don't you still love people that show the meme? Do not blow on cartridge.
Yeah.
Why? It works.
It works. Damn it.
We're not one of those people that are taking the air duster to it.
No, I don't have time for that.
Those are the extreme people.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
There's so many games we can go through. There's a box you have right over there.
Just,
we can just throw it through.
Just the top tier God ones that I played: fucking GoldenEye, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask,
South Park,
Perfect Dark, South Park, Donkey Kong.
Wait. How was Majora's Mask on there? That game was terrible.
It was not terrible.
I don't like time limit games.
Yeah,
fuck that shit.
It's still a great game. You might not like it.
I probably didn't like it because I could never get it with a time limit. If I probably watched like you or somebody else play it and like you guys actually did the whole story, I'd be like, oh, all right.
I don't like Halo, but I can't say Halo's not a great game.
No, it's like as I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if I watch you play it and you probably actually did it all right. Me, I'm that dumbass who just keeps running around like there's side quests somewhere. Then you go, oh, this is N64. No, there wasn't.
Yeah, dude.
Jet Force Gemini.
Just, dude, man. Wave Race 64. Diddy Kong Racing.
Turok.
Oh, man.
Was there two?
All three. It was three. Turok 3, right? Well, I know there's at least 2.
Yeah, there's at least 2. Those are fun on there. As we mentioned before, it's on the Xbox store right now.
Yes.
They didn't remaster shit.
Yeah. Did you get it?
For $20.
No.
$20? Get the fuck out of my face.
$20 isn't bad though. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna get it, but
for a game that hasn't been remastered at all, yeah, it's pretty bad. But I mean, we could just keep going through games. Black was
on 64, but it was PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Originally, it was a PS2 game, which is a really good game.
I remember just seeing that most violent game of all time. And you play it like bullshit. I played Postal 2.
Yeah, right.
That's the most violent game of all time.
Like the mixture of horror and like bullet time was just awesome though.
Yes, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, which is a great one that no one
Banjo
really ever mentions.
Kazooie.
Yeah, and Banjo Kazooie. Yeah. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh man, yeah.
It's still one I never played, but I still love watching the videos of it. We could just keep. This is why it's number one. You can just keep going down the list. All the WWE games.
I didn't even touch those on WWE games. I mean, and also you got to think about all the multi-platform games that made it. The Tony Hawk games were also on that.
Also, N64 was when they went from WWF into WWE.
Yes.
If you really think about it.
Yeah. And people like want to rag on that controller. That controller is an abomination, but I love it. And I love that controller. I've been using it for years.
If I picked it up again and played like Jet Force Gemini, I'm sure I would figure it out like in the first 30 minutes and be fine. It's like, oh yeah.
And here's one thing.
Star Fox, what the fuck? We're fucking
Star Fox 64. Here's another thing. What's so great about that game and the systems for that game, but besides the fact that like those games still stand the test of time, people like still like talk about it and herald those games. When you like we was talking about the other day when we did our top games and we write that list. when games like Ocarina of Time,
I have it.
When Ocarina of Time is still referenced as the greatest video game of all time.
I stand with that.
You know what I mean? And that's a game that was a benchmark in 64. Like, it just really, those games, standing the test of time.
And it was one of the very first open world games. If you really think about it, it was.
It really, standing the test of time really does mean something. And I got to. Also, let's just look about it electronically. Like, you know, so 64-bit, so it's not always like the greatest graphics, but how many other systems had 4 controller ports when they first came out? Ready to go. Right there, boom.
I think PlayStation had 2?
PlayStation 2. And you could buy, like, you know, the multi-tap, but you
I
had
believe PlayStation 2 as well had 2, but you could buy the ports for...
You had it set up out the box. All you needed was to plug the controller in, and you and 3 of your best friends could fucking play. Or actually, usually it was like your brother and like one of your best friends, and that one friend that no one liked, but you just needed a 4th guy. So
you just saying that reminded me of, we didn't say like a massive one. You probably did, but I've been drinking. Super Smash Brothers.
Of course, I said Super Smash Brothers. I didn't get into it because there's no need for me to talk about Super Smash Brothers because that's all I fucking talk about. But yes, of course I said Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Justin's coming for your ass.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So
I might be as well if you don't want to that guest spot. Anyway.
When Justin was over here the other day, we played some Smash Brothers and we won 1-1. I won 1, he won 1. So
was there a best of 3?
You're not untouchable. You're not untouchable. No,
we're gonna text Justin after this.
Oh man, he's working. Fuck him.
That's why he loves it. We've been talking about that guest for what, the last fucking 4 episodes?
Yeah. No, we will eventually get someone in here that will put up with our drunken banter and actually want to talk about video games with us eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. But I'm just trying to think like more games. Like, yes, all the WWE games.
I know there's big ones that we're missing that I'm not even thinking about.
I know there is too.
I
mean, the Super Mario one, that's the one people are still setting like world records for, which is amazing. There's a guy who found the hidden star that's been there for like 17 years.
Really?
But
wow.
It was off of a glitch that he found it.
Okay.
It's those type of things. Like, people are doing speedruns.
Yeah.
There is the one where you're supposed to race the Koopa up the mountain.
Yes.
This guy does. Have you watched it?
Yes.
He goes and does like 3 side missions and still gets up there. You just go.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why? Why are you just
free time?
Why are you this good at this video game? Yeah. I don't know, man. I just the 64 just will forever.
It'll
be
probably
my
last
favorite
forever.
console. Dude, my Nintendo 64 is 20 years old. I guarantee it'll last another 20 years. I don't see why not.
I think your N64 will last longer than your 360. Honestly.
Probably.
I really want to play Donkey Kong. 64. See, it's just one of those fun open world ones.
Yeah.
But I'm not more.
I'm more of a country guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Super Nintendo Donkey Kong country guy.
Really?
I like the side scrolling. I like the platform side scrolling.
That's why you like. What was that weird game we just watched the preview for? Was it Alive or Limbo?
Limbo. Limbo. I love Limbo. I love games like that. I love.
Yeah, you were just watching the preview. I showed you the video like weeks ago. You went.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I love side-scrolling. Oh wait, what the fuck was that game? It wasn't Limbo. What the fuck was that game?
It was a sequel to it.
It was by the same company that did it, and like
I
know watching like a playthrough of it,
and he just kept falling, or a dog would get him, or something. It was a sequel to Limbo. I know that.
Yeah.
It might have been just called Alive. I'm probably very wrong.
I don't remember. Not Limbo. I don't know. Limbo 2. Limbo Dose.
Limbo 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Yes, that's exactly what it's called.
You beat it the first time you go through the disco mode?
Oh, man.
I don't fucking know.
So those were our top 3 systems, guys. So if you guys have opinions of what your favorite systems were, ones that we missed, if someone was coming here and talk about how amazing the Atari 2600 is.
I was about to say, if anyone says Atari, like...
You know what I would
Eat your butterscotch candy, shut the fuck up.
I did. Your butterscotch disc. That's been sitting in the bottom of your grandma's purse and it's got link connected to it.
Take your little ice picks all day.
Yeah.
That candy in the bowl.
I was gonna say our arcade cabinet was gonna say, but like I don't know if can you really like say that as a console as like
I wouldn't count it as a console.
You know?
I would say one of these days we have to do our favorite 3 arcade cabs.
Oh, definitely. And we
which I think also requires a field trip.
Which we were talking about. We have a plan. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm gonna keep it under wraps. But we do have.
I feel like we have a field trip in mind, but I'm saying this field trip would probably be like Barcade, maybe Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it more. I feel like Barcade would probably be better.
Dude, we need to find a place that has Lucky and Wild. Because that, man.
Barcade doesn't have it?
No.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude, I wouldn't be here. I would be at the Barcade right now if they had Lucky and Wild.
The last place I remember it, I know it's not there anymore, was the Holiday Skating Rink.
They had that there?
Yeah, for years when I was a kid.
The Greens. That's the last place I remember. And it's obviously not next to Greens.
I was going to say the Falls. Like, we go check Funplex. I doubt they have it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we'll just play mini golf while we're fucking.
Yeah. So we will.
Yes, guys, we were discussing fucking field trips. We were gonna do one for Infinity War, then me and Reese both went no.
Yeah,
No. Horrible fucking idea.
We're gonna be filming live from. We have an idea. There's something cool going on at. I mean, we can talk about it. I don't give a shit. It's a thing called Game Masters. It's going on at the Franklin Institute right now.
Yes.
And we want to do a field trip there. We wanted to go to the Barcade. The Barcade's literally a 20-minute drive from us, so it's not like it's like really like much thing. We just got to not be drunk all the time and actually.
So maybe have like 1 or 2 beers before the Franklin Institute thing, and then we go to Barcade, and then we get drunk.
There it is. Yeah, no, we can't go to the Barcade first. We go to the Barcade first, and it's over.
We go to Barcade first, we're not getting to Franklin Institute.
Yeah, exactly. That's just not going to happen. So soon we will have some cool shit coming up for you guys. We thank you guys so much for listening to us.
Yes, we'll have that plan before. I believe we have until September.
Yeah. So we have time.
So like maybe July, August, we'll have it planned around then, because I feel like that's when this episode will be airing.
Yeah, most likely. We know
we've been fucking up.
I apologize so much. So we have like 4 episodes backlogged right now. So I guess it's kind of a good thing that like I haven't uploaded an episode in the last like 3 weeks because we.
I texted Reese earlier this week the same day I was asking about the list. I was like, have we put up a new episode since the Star Wars one, or is YouTube just sucking for me? He went, no, I just completely forgot.
I'm just the worst human being ever. I haven't uploaded a new episode. But we have episodes up. Check us out at www.gamingbuzz. Check us out on Twitter at GamingBuzz. Check us out on Facebook, GamingBuzz. YouTube, we have all our previous episodes up there. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Buzzsprout. So you can find us in every facet possible. Please listen to us, and we want to hear your guys' opinions.
Don't really listen to us. Just kind of just like listen to what we say, judge us, and then.
And just go on. Don't
just email something. I don't give a shit.
Don't actually pay attention to anything that we say.
Reese actually reads everything. I just go.
I try. But we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. My name is Reese. This is Bill. I have beer that I need to finish.
Yeah, I'm going to finish the last one because you left the last River Horse from last week. So that one. You bitch.
Boom shakalaka.
I'll drink it warm. I don't give a fuck. I've drinking worse things. You ever drank a warm beer in Costa Rica? I have.
No.
It sounds like a very bad country story.
That sounds horrible.
It sounds like a very bad country story, but I fucking did it. I was 19 and didn't give a shit.
You were in Costa Rica at 19?
I've been there a couple times.
You can find us online at gamingbuzz.com, Twitter at gamingbuzz, and facebook.com/gamingbuzz. Special thanks to Flying Dog Brewing and viewers like you. Also check out RNS Podcast and Black Mirror Reflections.